Hello you guys, welcome back. My name is Liz. If you guys haven't been here before, welcome. So you guys, I don't typically do these types of videos, but as a small content creator who is, you know, balling on a budget, I have often gone back and forth with my camera between filming with my iPhone and filming with a real camera, and I wanted to kind of do a little test experiment and really put them both up to each other and see which one is better. So you guys, I kind of have mixed feelings because for a long time when I first started my YouTube channel, I was working only with my iPhone 8, and you know, it was okay. The video was kind of fuzzy because I would always film with my front camera so I could see what I was filming, which is why I really wanted to invest in a camera with a viewfinder so I could obviously see myself. But you know, like when you're just starting out a business, you don't have a lot of money to spend on equipment and like filming stuff in general. So I wanted to do a little test run and show you guys how my iPhone 12 Pro compares to my Canon G7X Mark 1. I was that cheap girl and got the Mark 1, but honestly I love this camera so much. It has done me so well. I'm filming on it right now if you guys are curious. I think the audio is amazing. I think, you know, the picture is crisp. It makes me look a little bit paler than what I typically look like. Or like, girl, I'm not this pale, but yeah, I have had nothing but good things to say about my Canon. And you guys, I just recently upgraded to the 12 Pro. Yeah, the iPhone 12 Pro. I don't know why I can't remember the name of it. The iPhone 12 Pro with the 3 cameras in the back. I'm really happy with the iPhone 12 Pro, but I wanted to do a side-by-side comparison of like the color quality and the video quality and then also the audio, because with my iPhone 8 when I was just starting my YouTube channel, I always remember having to crank up the volume so much because the volume was super shitty. So I want to see if the iPhone has done better with their audio since then. So you guys, you will find out very quickly. I am not a very technical person. I don't know all the best words for it, but I do know what looks good. I know what I like to see in my YouTube videos, what I like to hear, all of that. So I'm gonna kind of give you guys my final thoughts, you know, especially if you have been thinking about upgrading your camera or your filming equipment or anything like that. I'll give you guys some pointers on, you know, is it really worth it, or can you get away with an iPhone, or should you upgrade your iPhone? So yeah, I hope this video helps you. If it does, please give it a thumbs up. I will have both the iPhone and then the Canon camera linked in the description box if you want to check out specs and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope this helps you guys out, and let's get into it. So first things first, we need to compare the quality of the video. So the iPhone 12 Pro definitely has a smoothing effect to it. It smooths everything out. It does give me a nice warmth to my skin, which I really appreciate. The Canon G7X, as you can see every little blemish, girl, everything. But that is kind of nice. You want to be able to see details and sharpness in your video. The iPhone 12 Pro has kind of a smoothing effect, like I already said. So next we're jumping into my bathroom. This is in the dark. I think they both performed pretty well. I was really surprised by how well the iPhone 12 performed in the dark. The Canon G7X did really well as well. One thing I will say is the Canon G7X definitely has a bluer tone than the iPhone. The iPhone gives me a lot of warmth, which I really appreciate. And when I jump into direct sunlight, I look like a damn ghost in the Canon G7X versus the iPhone, I'm looking like a glowy goddess. So that's definitely something to consider. I'm not sure. I think you could definitely figure that out with the settings, but which one do you guys like better? We're going to compare some audio. So I want you to listen for how sharp is the audio. What is the natural volume that the mic picks up? Are there any background noises you hear? Do you hear an echo in any of them? So keep an eye out for those things. But first thing I'm noticing is with an iPhone, you have such a bigger viewfinder because, you know, you have the whole phone you can see into. The color looks really, really good on the iPhone compared to the Canon. Like with my Canon, I've really had to step up my lighting game so much more because if for some reason it doesn't get really good lighting, I mean, if I'm in very direct sunlight, sure. So I think we all know which one won the audio test. Definitely the Canon. It has a much better internal mic than the iPhone. The iPhone sounded a little fuzzy, and it was super duper quiet when I uploaded the video to my editing software. I had to crank it up to 400% to get kind of a similar volume to the Canon's 100%. Okay, you guys, so now that we've done the video and audio comparison of the iPhone 12 Pro versus the Canon G7X Mark 1, which one do you guys think worked better? So you guys, I have mixed emotions because dang, like they both bring out really, really good features. So with the iPhone 12 Pro, I love how warm toned it made my skin look, because right now as I'm using the Canon, I look like a ghost. I look, you know, very pale, kind of gray. I really have to work with lighting. Lighting gets really important, like artificial lighting. So I'm sitting in front of this big ring light right now because the color quality in the Canon G7X is not my favorite. So I really, really like how the iPhone performs color-wise. I think that this definitely has a sharper image. Like you can do close-ups and see, you know, every little pore, everything like that. But I think it's also a sharper image as well on the Canon G7X. The iPhone 12 Pro kind of fuzzed out my facial features a little bit. It wasn't as sharp as what I would prefer. So especially if you are creating content where you need to do close-ups or, you know, kind of see like what a fabric might be like or a material, I think it would be really beneficial for you to get a real camera. I didn't do a comparison of the iPhone's back camera with those 3 cameras. I'm sure that would perform a lot better than the front camera because there's 3. I don't really know anything technical about the iPhone 12 Pro, let's be honest, but I'm just judging based on what I'm seeing while I was editing the clips. But with that being said, I personally like to see myself when I am filming. I think a viewfinder is a necessity. So the iPhone is actually a bigger viewfinder, like the iPhone's screen is a bigger viewfinder than the Canon, which I really like because sometimes I have a hard time seeing if I'm in focus with the Canon, like especially if I'm back here, it's harder to see. So I like the fact that the iPhone has a bigger like viewfinder than the Canon, but it's a necessity for both of them to have a viewfinder of some sort because a lot of my filming is straight up talking to the camera. So that's another thing that's really important, so I just wanted to call that out. What else did I want to say? Oh, the audio. So I think we can all agree that the Canon's microphone is 100 times better than the iPhone. Unfortunately, Apple has not upgraded their microphone yet, which I'm really bummed by, because if they would just put that little bit more of effort into that, I think they could have rocked the shit out of it. You know, with the Canon, I don't have to play with the audio at all. The audio comes out crisp and clear, almost to a fault, because sometimes you can even hear echo and stuff like that. But I'd rather have that than really poor quality audio. So with the iPhone, I had to crank that baby up all the way to 400%, as high as it would go, so I could have some clear, louder audio. I hope that makes sense. That's something I've always struggled with when I was filming with my iPhone, was the dang audio was always so effed up. And when I'm filming with the Canon, no audio issues. So what is my overall opinion? Which one's better? Like I said, you guys, I think it is kind of a toss-up, but I would say if you only can get one, I would upgrade to the iPhone, because if you are really getting serious about content creation, I think you can use an iPhone in so many more ways than you can use a camera. You know, you can cross promote on different social media. It's easier to create stories, or, you know, that vertical content versus horizontal content. I think the audio can be manageable as long as you boost it up a lot. Make sure that you are boosting your audio with an iPhone. For a long time, I had no idea what the standard of audio was, and then I was like, wow, my videos are really, really quiet in comparison to other people. So make sure you are boosting your audio with an iPhone, but I think you would get a lot more bang for your buck getting the iPhone 12 Pro. Like I said, you guys, the pictures I'm taking with it are unbelievable. They don't need to be retouched. Like, that camera is amazing. And I think if you can get comfortable or set up like maybe a mirror behind your phone, you could even film with the back camera. I've done it a few times. It's really hard because you have to get a very strategic setup. I've also heard that people have hooked up their iPhone to their laptop and it's kind of worked as a viewfinder. So overall, I would probably just get the iPhone 12 Pro. You're gonna get a lot more bang for your buck. And over time, as you learn more about video and content creation, find a good camera that suits you. I think you would be super happy with that as well. But yeah, I hope this video helped you guys out. Let me know which one you guys thought performed better. I would love to hear your thoughts, and thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.